And the rookie receiver you think that's set up for most success, not named Marvin Harrison Jr., let's leave that one out, unless you want to include him in there. So go for it.
No, and that's one of the reasons why, honestly, I had Arizona on there, is because I'm like, I don't know who gets more juice to their offense than having a healthy Kyler Murray, who, for all the tape clause and all that stuff, he is very talented. And when he's been out there, he's made them a very competitive team. And now he's never had a guy like this. So I think that infusion of offense there is what gives me some hope there. I think that, look, Gannon did a great job with what he had on defense last year. They've added so many young players. I think those guys have a really good coaching staff. So I think those guys develop and get better. So I am bullish on Arizona, and Harrison's is a big reason for that. But I mean, I don't know if anybody's in a better spot than Odunze. I mean, he's going into a place where he'd already been throwing with Caleb, prior to the draft. He's going into a place where he's going to see nothing but free access based off the attention and the coverage going to the two established veterans they have, with the two studs they have with Keenan Allen on one side and DJ Moore on the other. So I think he's set up to have a really nice year. I know he said he was going after his old buddy Puka Nakua's numbers. I don't think he's going to get those. But I do think he's set up to have a really nice year. And maybe more so when you look at statistically, touchdowns. I think when you get down into the red zone, I think that's where you're going to see Odunze really, really shine. So we said it in the run up to the draft, Rich. I told you a million times he was my favorite player in the entire draft, and I actually love the fit that he landed in.
Well, I mean, what about Ricky Pearsall? The name we keep on hearing a lot of because of the contract situation with Brandon Ayuk, and where that may be headed. I know the kid's really talented. And he's on a very talented team. But I throw that name out there just to unpack a lot of the late first round, early second. That includes Keon Coleman in the mix. DJ.
Yeah, no, well, Keon Coleman's already established himself as a media star. That's for sure. He gave you some off-season content. Tip your cap to him.
Right.
Pearsall is such a pure route runner, and I think that's one of the things that they've tried to address with. Okay, now they're looking beyond, winning their division, getting to the playoffs. What's the missing pieces we need to win a Super Bowl against the type of teams we're going to have to play? Where usually when you get deep into the tournament, you've got teams that can match up with you and go nose to nose and play man to man, and it limits your scheme a little bit. It's going to be a little bit more about just pure execution and who can win one-on-one battles. And Debo is an unbelievable athlete, and he's so physical and so strong and so tough after the catch. He's not a super precise, clean route runner. What Pearsall is, he's a man beater. He can separate. He's a polished route runner. That's what Ayuk is as well. That's why, to me, it didn't. If you're looking at winning a championship, I would think you'd want, in addition to Ayuk, not someone to come in and replace Ayuk, because that would give them two guys who would be excellent against the type of man coverage. For sure, you're going to see it if you see Kansas City again. With the secondary that they have, they're going to challenge you that way. So that's why I thought that pick made sense for them, because of not the position he played, but the style in which he played and what they need to really get over that last little hurdle.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.